1 second.
Routine traffic stop suddenly turns heavy. At 0:23, you can hear the officer say, "Okay, you have a license." And by 0:37, the tone shifts. The person filming is clearly uneasy. Give me 1 second. What rights does the driver have at this moment? What happens when the officer blocks the camera or refuses to provide his badge? Stay with us as we break down exactly what happened, which rights were challenged, and what you should know in the same situation. Support the original ID Refusal Cops channel and watch this case through to the end. The lessons here are real and the analysis is sharp.
Charles?
No, like
S. What's your birthday?
My boy, why they stop y'all?
Okay. You don't license? Full name is Real S. Oh, right? You have a second. Give me 1 second, yeah?
Why they pull you over?
because they said I almost hit them.
Because you almost hit them? From the front or the back?
I guess from the front. I don't know.
Make sure you get their names and you request video footage of their dash cam because they be making up shit all the time.
I really want to know, sir.
I'm talking to her. I'm not even talking to you. I ask her questions. I'm just saying because I've dealt with this department a lot. They be doing some bullshit.
What's that address?
1497 Avenue, 94705.
See how they already got an attitude with me? I ain't did nothing wrong to them. That just show you right there. Y'all can't turn it over to me. I got license. Do y'all have to tow it? See, they don't want to help you out. They talk nice. They don't want to help you. And if y'all already determined y'all only gonna tow the car and y'all only gonna give her a citation, do she still gotta be in handcuffs? She's no threat. Y'all already determined what y'all gonna do. I bet.
As the traffic stop escalates, the unidentified filmer advises the female driver to record badge numbers and request dashcam footage, citing prior misconduct by the same department. Under the First Amendment, citizens have the right to film public officials in public spaces, including during traffic stops. The officer, however, attempts to shut down the exchange, saying and talking to her, possibly infringing on this right. The Fourth Amendment also protects against unlawful stops and searches, yet the officer does not clearly articulate the call for help and demand accountability reflects a lawful response to potential abuse of power. This interaction underscores the critical importance of understanding your ID refusal right. When not under arrest or reasonable suspicion, a driver or passenger is not required to provide ID in many states. Calm, informed resistance within legal bounds is essential. Know the law, film everything, and challenge unlawful authority.
That's not logical, huh? I got him. Definitely got to keep an eye on this department. I'd have had them falsify police reports on me and everything. The chief dirty, he don't hold them accountable. They cover up for each other when you file complaints on them. It's just dirty. The chief block people numbers, and those are public phones. They not supposed to block your number. They do all type of dirty stuff at that department. I got him under all.
The filmer directly challenges the officer's decision to keep the woman in handcuffs after they have already decided to tow the vehicle and issue a citation. His question, does she still have to be in handcuffs? She's no threat, raises a critical point about proportionality and lawful restraint. Under the Fourth Amendment, law enforcement may only detain or restrain an individual when there is reasonable suspicion of danger or flight risk. Once the scene is secure and no threat remains, continuing physical restraint becomes questionable under Tennessee v. Garner, 1985, and Graham v. Conner, 1989, which defined excessive force standard. The filmer's reasoning aligns with lawful oversight and responsible ID refusal conduct, questioning authority without obstruction. Civilians have the right to verbal inquiry and documentation during a traffic stop, ensuring police accountability. The key lesson, assert rights calmly, document everything, and know the limits of police authority.
Type of investigations right now. And you know, if they was really being nice, they'll let me take it for you, but they act like they being nice, you know. And I know you're in that position where you can't really say much, but they ain't really trying to help you. I bet you they ID'd the passenger and all that, huh? They got his information. They don't even have to, but I bet you they did that too, huh? He not even involved. I don't even see why they got him sitting on the curb or anything like he did something wrong. He a passenger. Even if you did crash him, he still ain't wrong as a passenger, so.
Filmer speaks with conviction, accusing the department of falsifying police reports, blocking public calls, and covering up misconduct. These claims point to systemic violations of transparency and accountability, both fundamental under 42 U.S. 7-1983, which allows citizens to sue officials who violate constitutional rights. His statement reflects public frustration with unchecked police misconduct, especially when internal affairs fail to act. By documenting and speaking out, the filmer exercises his First Amendment right to criticize government conduct and promote reform, within the context of ID refusal. His comments highlight why citizens must remain vigilant, demanding badge numbers, requesting records, and ensuring accountability. The law supports peaceful oversight, not retaliation. When officers refuse transparency or obstruct communication, it undermines public trust. The lesson: record, report, and pursue lawful channels. Accountability begins with awareness, and knowledge of your rights is the foundation of every lawful ID refusal.
What's your birthday again? What is it?
Are you okay?
And future references, next time you getting pulled over, pull into a parking lot where you got a legal spot, because then they love to use this shit like this and say, well, your license is bad, we can't let you get in there and move it again, but if you park somewhere where your car is legally parked when you stop, that stopped the tow, because then you can legally leave your car where it was. See what I mean? But they love to use this shit. I guess I changed their mind, huh? Because he for sure said he was going to tow it at first. All right, y'all be careful.
Filmer observes the passenger sitting on the curb and raises a crucial legal point. They ID'd the passenger. They don't even have to. Under Hiibel v. 6 Judicial District Court of Nevada, 104 only individuals reasonably suspected of a crime can be compelled to identify themselves. A passenger not involved in any alleged offense is not legally required to provide ID during a traffic stop in many jurisdictions. Forcing identification without cause violates the Fourth Amendment's protection against unreasonable searches and detentions. The Filmer's challenge reinforces the principle of ID refusal, which defends against arbitrary demands for personal information. If the passenger was not driving, not suspected of wrongdoing, and posed no threat, the officer's demand for ID may constitute police overreach. The action to take: calmly decline, ask if you're being detained, and invoke your rights. ID refusal is not defiance, it is lawful resistance grounded in constitutional protection. This case illustrates why knowing your ID refusal rights is critical. The officer's conduct, including handcuffing without clear threat, forcing a passenger to identify without legal cause, and resisting accountability, earns a C for violating constitutional boundaries while maintaining superficial professionalism. The Filmer, though informal, earns a solid B+ for asserting rights, encouraging documentation, and referencing lawful resistance. Legally, this case centers on the First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, and multiple rulings that protect citizens from unlawful detention and coercion. Stay calm, ask, am I being detained, and document everything. Subscribe to ID Refusal Cops for real-world breakdowns like this, and support the original video creator for exposing misuse of authority. Your rights are real only if you know and use them. First Amendment, right to record and speak. Fourth Amendment, unlawful search/seizure. Hiibel v. 5th Judicial District Court. Tennessee v. Garner, 1985. Graham v. Connor, 1989. 42 U.S. Code SS 1000, 983 Civil Rights Liability.